There we go. All right, Mike. I always forget something, man. Either turn the mic on or put the software on. One of the two. Good morning. Welcome to the coffee run here with John from ProCraps on Casino Gaming TV. We're gonna continue on having some fun today. Got a lot of cool things to talk about before we start, though. So let's jump in here. Before, boy, I'm already getting grief in chat. That's awesome. Let's see what's brewing today. We have, I believe, I have not seen the announcement yet, but I'm 90% sure that Jeff, Ed, and Gargoyle are doing the Dice Influence show tonight. It's Tuesday. I'm 90% sure it's happening tonight. Somebody in chat, if Ed or Jeff or Gargoyle are here watching today, let us know. I'm pretty sure they're going tonight at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock East, or 5:30 for the DI show with those guys. Also, I'm not sure if you saw or not, but Ed Robinson yesterday launched his podcast, which was pretty cool to see. I knew he was cooking something up, but I didn't know what. It's good. I challenge him, by the way. My challenge is laid out. Maybe the fact that he's got a co-host will help with this, but keeping it to a half an hour is going to be the challenge. I did a podcast for a while. I did like 10 episodes of it, and they got longer and longer and longer. Trying to scale it back to half an hour is really hard. I try to do it myself versus having a partner. I think having a partner is going to be great because they can actually get some side play, which is kind of cool, and maybe one guy can keep their hand on the clock. So keep it to 30 minutes. It was great. It was a good first one. His partner is very good on the ears. Like, he's a good talker. He's got a good setup. Clearly, they both sounded great. Kudos. Good. I hope that works out for them. And they had fun doing it. It's good to see a different venue, different forum for things. So yeah, there's that. This week, Thursday. Another trip around the table. I don't know who it's going to be with yet. I'm working on who my guest will be this week for the trip around the table. I need questions for that, so go to Discord and drop me. There's a channel for it in Discord. Drop your questions in the Discord channel. Let's get a bunch of them in there because I think trying to answer them live is really hard to do. If I had them ahead of time, I could set up the show a little better and know what I'm going to ask my guest and make it a little smoother, right? So I think so far so good. The show's been fun. We've had a good time with it. We just got to get a little bit smoother with the questions, a little faster on the rolls. I think we're going to be okay. But yeah, and by the way, if you want to be on that show as a guest, anybody can be a guest on the show. It doesn't matter. You just got to be willing to talk, right? Have a couple of beers with me and be willing to answer stupid questions and not talk about craps and put your bets on screen. That's all. It's really all that it comes down to. It's about having fun. It's not about learning anything or education. It's not about crapsy, although we do play crapsy. It's about having some fun. So if you want to be on it, let me know. If you want to have a question asked, go to Discord, ask the question in the room that's set up for it. And yeah, let's do that. Let's go over the mob again. So the mob right now, I didn't put it up again. I don't know why. I'm such a dum-dum. It's up 515 bucks. It should say profit and loss is 515. We're 2-0 so far with it. We've averaging tiny wins, 10%. Not good enough. Not good enough wins. And there's lots of reasons for it. And I think today was a great one. We had Waylon out there. We had Arcades out there. We had Mark the Point, Ryan out there screaming at me, like restart, right? I'm trying to play the strategy as best as I can with the way that Dan wrote it. I think it's a Dan strategy, right? So I'm trying to do the things that Dan would do with the exception of that big pull down. I'm trying to show some options up there. And I went after this thing after the second hit, kind of a, let's try this, let's try that, let's try this. For a couple of reasons. One, prove how short rolls can actually be. And you can see today, we never got past roll 4 today, right? Which, it's pretty normal. The long rolls aren't always there. It's good to see that. It's good to see that the strategy survives well when it gets the don't pass set and a couple of hits. That's kind of the butter zone for it. And we butter zoned it. We won 500 bucks today 3 different times, right? We reset the bankroll. What I did is I left the 500 out there, burned it. Won 500, left it out there, burned it. Won 500 again and just kept it, right? The last time. Had we done the way that I normally would do it, which is, okay, that session made a profit, slide the profit over, restart the thing. That session made a profit, slide the profit over, we're up $1,000, right? That thing made money today. If you manage the bankroll in a normal-ish way, which is like always resetting, always restarting, pulling the money down. We didn't do that, right? We left it out there to run a couple of times. And I said it during the show, the mob is really cool, but it needs an identity. right? It's right now, I feel like it's so new. Like Dan just, had the idea and here we go. There's some parts of this thing that are absolutely fantastic, right? The math, the way that we divide our bankroll up to start with, the way that the bets are sized, all of that is perfection. Roll one, if you get the don't pass set, and if you get one box hit, you're in a tie. It's the first rule that I have of the unicorn strategy, right? Get me one hit and I'm out of the hand, which I love that. A one hit out of the hand, I don't got to regress. I can be up there still. The second hit locks in $175 in profit. You're locked in $175 in profit on hit two. You got to love that about the strat. Two hits and you're locked in profit. I love it. That's great. Is that what the strategy's for? Is it to take two hits, take the second hit's profit, the 175, push it out there and play with that? Is it a two hits to being able to play for free strategy? Is it all that money out there to just regress and play for free? That's what I did today and we ended up losing it, but is that the identity? Is it a set you up for the long run strategy? Or is it a get two hits, lock to 175, restart, and continually make 175 on every shooter? Or is it, get to a point where you can say, hey, look, we're locked in profit. Let's lock the 500 up, wait the shooter out, come back in again later, or next point, come back in again. What is the purpose of it, right? Is it a hit and run? Is it a one or two hits and then try and go for the long roll? Or is it kind of a three hits and restart, three hits and restart? We have to think about where we want this thing to be to play it right. And there's so many options with it. I like the two roll action. Set a point, two hits, and then you can make a choice. It's what choice we make where this thing doesn't have personality yet. It's got to make that identity call. And I think today we did it one way. Tomorrow I'll probably do it a little different way. We got to kind of feel it out and see what's the right place for it to be. Okay, I hope that makes some sense. So I like it a lot. I like the early stage of this thing a lot. We just need to make a decision on where to go, how to go, why to go. And I'll talk to Dan maybe today during one of my breaks at work, and we'll make a call. Okay, so there's where it is. I like parts of it. I'm just not squirreled in on what to do at the profit point. What do we do? There's so many ways to bob and weave there. And I think it comes down to what the strategy's goal is and what your personal goal is. All right, so there's that. Waylon says it, right? A new bankroll from profit is good. So as an example, we had $3,000. I used 1,000 up in the rack, right? We won 375 on the don't pass. Into the rack that goes. We hit one box hit for 175. Now I got $500 in the rack that I pulled off that table. Plus I got the 975 out there, or 925 out there. If you pull the 975 back in again, you're locking up $500 in profit for that round. What do you do in that situation? Do you just let it go with the shooter 7 out and then restart, or set a new don't point and do the same thing again from a position of power, right? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. What's the best way to kind of go after it? Tomorrow we'll explore some of that. I think there's still some open discussions, right? I think the Waylon's suggestion is great. That's the way I played it the first week, and everybody really didn't like it that much. Dan was really mad at me because I played it that way. He likes to have the loss counter going and the win counter going and sort of do it that way. So we have to talk some more. Anyway, it's a good strategy. It's got a great beginning. We got to figure the middle part of it out. Once we figure the middle part of it out, I think it's going to be pretty awesome. So let's see. What else do we have in here? I clobber any betting. I do clobber. I find all the holes. Well, it's not that I clobber. And I think we should talk about this, actually, before I go play roulette. People say that about me, right? John clobbers all the strategies. It's not me that's clobbering this. And I think we all need to hear this, right? It's not me that's clobbering strategies. It's time, right? I am pretty random. Like, I'm an okay shooter sometimes, right? But by and large, I'm random. You look at my numbers, my SRR is like 5.93. I'm literally random. All my pyramid stuff is perfect pyramid, right? After 6,000 rolls up there, right, we're starting to see law of big numbers, and we're starting to see the actual randomness come out. Because I'm so random, or because I'm perfectly random, and because I play a strategy for 20 straight days, you're seeing in 20 days probably, 1,500 rolls or something like that. You're going to be on the spectrum on that random pyramid thing across the 20 days. You're seeing exactly what should happen. You're going to win and lose. Like today, I won the don't pass come out 3 times today. I lost it 5 times yesterday, the day before, right? That's going to equalize itself out. On a day where you win those things, you had better pull profit though, right? The days where you're fighting to come out and you're losing it, you have to work hard in the box. On the days where you're getting free money off that come out, you got to make those days work, right? You're seeing, I think, over time, the law of big numbers work in front of you. That's not me, it's the law of big numbers. And that's what happens. I roll so much, you can't help but see strategies get killed over all that time. It just is what it is. All right, let's move ahead. Let's go play some roulette. Let's go actually do something simple and fun, and let's go to the roulette. Oh, what happened there? Well, I'll leave it on the screen here. Let's go to the roulette table. And I want to run a strategy today. And I saw Victor earlier give me some grief about my table. Get a regulation wheel already. With a legit wheel, I can explore some cool stuff for sure. I literally bought this table for $35 off of OfferUp, just because I wanted to have one. I have somebody who's going to come and help me retrofit my actual practice table down here. I got to get a new felt that's actually full-size felt, and I got to get a legit wheel. The wheels are like $500. They aren't cheap to get a nice wheel. I'm not going to buy an Amazon piece of crap. But getting a nice wheel can be expensive. So I will get one, and I'll make the table stretch out across the size of my actual table, and I may actually get some, a better system here. But for now, let's just have some fun and try things out. Well, I got to put the light on so you can see the table better. Hold on, let me go over here. Flick the light so we get some little better contrast there. Come on, there we go. All right, today I'm going to play the dozens. I'm going to show you kind of a fun way to do it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And we'll again have another conversation about bankroll for roulette probably in the next series. But here we go. By the way, our good luck token today is going to be this guy here. I hope you can see this. Where's my camera? There it is. That is the gargoyle chip. Came in the mail the other day, so he's going to be out there for good luck for us. And yeah, what I want to do today is explore the dozens in a permanent press kind of way. Hold on one second. I dropped a bunch of chips here. Let's permanent press the dozens. Okay, I got 2 stacks here of 20 white units. 1, 2, 3. Right, there's 20 units, 2 stacks. What the units are to you, I don't care. They could be nickels, quarters, hundreds, whatever you want to do. They probably can't be hundreds because you hit table max. But here's what's going to happen. This represents not my entire bankroll. When I play roulette, let's see, can I get these over here? Can you see that? When I play roulette, typically, I break my bankroll into 3 or 4 series of 2 stacks, right? I'm trying to win a stack. So I'm going to take these 2 stacks of 20 and try and win 20 units and call that a stack win or a stack loss, right? So I'm risking the whole stack, 40 units to win 20, 50% win rate on this piece. When this session is over, I'll pull in 2 more stacks. So I might have $1,000. These are $200 each, or $100, $100, so I'm $200 at risk. That's kind of how I do it. Again, your way may vary, but here's what we're going to do. I don't know why that's so weirdly zoomed in today. It seemed like the table's messed up. Anyway, let's do it. Let's go play the dozens. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to go 2 on the first 12 and 2 on the second 12. And I'll always have 1 set of 2 on the last 12 that rolled and 1 set of 2 somewhere else. It doesn't really matter where they go. You could just sit here and play first, second, 12 all day long. It doesn't matter. The dozens doesn't really matter. There's no trend to anything. It's going to be what it's going to be. And the way that dozens pay, each bet pays 2 to 1, right? So if I hit a first 12, we'd lose this one, but you get paid 2 to 1 over here. The end result is a 1 unit win. Okay, so you're laying 2 to win 1 unit. That's basically dozens are, if you're playing multiple dozens or multiple columns, it's a lay bet, okay? What I'm going to do here is every time I get a win, I'm going to go up by 1 unit. Every time I lose, I'm going to go up by 1 unit. We're going to go up a unit after every single roll. Every single spin, we're going to go up and down 1 unit every time. I think I have my money right there. And that's it, permanent press. We're trying to win. At some point, you have 7 or 8 units out here on each bet. You end up winning a whole stack on the win. Let's see if we can't make it work. Here we go. And again, my jankety ass Amazon wheel, I can't snap the ball, but we'll get it replaced at some point, you know. If y'all want to see a real wheel, super chat me $500 and I'll buy one. Okay, it's 29. We lose them both. Okay, it's a bummer. Now we got with 3 units on each bet. We'll take the one that came, and I'll just take the one next to it, or I'll take the first one. It doesn't matter. I like the first 12 because my birthday's in it. Otherwise, who cares? But we'll take the one that just came, and now we're up to 3 units in each bet. Notice we lost 2. We're going up to 3. We're never going to come down. I'm either going to burn all 40 units, or we're going to win 20. This is called the permanent press. And it's going to work every time unless I'm live. Okay, we hit the 10. We lose the third 12. The first 12 wins 2 units. Okay, so what happens here is this. I'm going to take the first 12 again, back to the second 12. Each one goes up by a unit, and I can put one into my stack. After the first win, or the first one, you get to up and pull a little bit. Here we go. First 12, second 12. Nothing high. Nothing high. And stay clean, huh? We got a 22. Fantastic. I'm not doing my thing. 22, second 12. That pays 4 units. Okay? Again, up 1, stack the rest. Here we go. Stay where we are. And we got a 25. We just missed it. We lost them both. So this sucks. We lose 5 on each, which really sucks, right? Out we go with a 6-unit bet. There's 3, 6, and 6. We're going to be on the third 12 and the first 12. Again, I always like to have the first 12 in there because my favorite numbers are in there. And roulette, if you're going to play dozens, it just doesn't matter. Here we go. Just stay out of the middle. Nothing in the middle, please, shooter. Nothing in the middle, Croup. Oh, we got a middle number, 22. That sucks. All right, we're going to probably lose this first series. The way it's working out now. We got to go to 7 for 7 units. Again, first 12, I'll do it on the second 12. Since that's where we got the last one from. Come on, shooter. Or I guess Croup, whatever you want to call the guy. I'm so used to craps, right? Let's get lucky. Let's get lucky. What do we have there? 3, a red 3. Booyah. Okay. That'll win a net, again, of 7. We lose 1, win 2 units, and we're at 7. If I come back here, we're going to go, again, we're first 12, second 12, up by 1, rack the rest. That's 10 units there, plus 2. So if we lose this one here, we're going to be in deep trouble. We're going to be out of money, and this series will have ended with a loss. But a win here puts us in a really good spot. That is a 35. That sucks ass. We lost it. What a bummer. Bad series today, right? We can restart, though. We can do, I guess I can restart with 2 and 2 with what I have left here. Let's try and rebuild from where we are, but we'll see. Not a great result today. We're not doing well. I usually, I don't know. I prefer to keep them here. Maybe next time I'll keep first, second 12, and that's it. We'll do it again. There's a 24, which is in the middle. So we lose again. I think this series is going to end with a loss. Second 12, first. Let's just stay here. Second 12, first 12. Let's try and rebuild it. Come on. Help me out here, huh? 35. Okay. There it is. Okay. That session today, that series was a loss. Right, we'll be out of here with 2-unit loss. Gargoyle, thanks for your help. You did nothing for me. I'm going to get 20 more units out. We'll do our next series. And again, there's 20. There's 20. Okay, and we'll push ourselves out. This board here is not slippery. I can't slide the chips. So we have a 2-unit left over from round 1. And we're just going to restart it. Okay, again, buying for new series. This time, I'm going to stick to first and second 12. We'll just let the top end beat us. Instead of trying to chase it around, we'll just stay at 1 and 2 and try it again. The nice thing about roulette is that there is for damn sure no DI, so no controversy here at all, right? All right, that's a 14. So lose the first 12, win 2, replace it, up by 1. Where's the ball? Oh, there it is. Wish you could see the ball better. I know you guys can't see it very good because the ball is silver and the wheel is silver, but the white balls are too big to fit. That's a 17. I'll tell you a roulette little factoid for you. To me, the number 17, I know this is bullshit, seems to be the number, man. That thing comes out seemingly so often. All right, here we go. Lose 3 units, win 3 units. Back to first and second 12, up, up, and pull. Again, up by 1 on every spin, no matter what happens. Always up by 1 unit. And we got a 0. Ooh, that's the first 0 we've seen in a couple days here. That sucks. So we were at 3 units there, right? So now we're gonna go to 4. And here we go. The 0 makes its appearance. Wow, 24, cool. Back to winning ways we go. Lose the first 12, win on the second 12. Back we go. Bring a couple chips home. Here we go. Let's make her happen. Time we got 8:30. Got a few minutes to play here. What do we have? We have, I can't see the ball. It's a 1. It's a red 1. Okay, there it is. Red 1. Awesome. Lose the second 12, but the first 12 wins 5 units twice. Put it back, up, up, and stack. Here we go. I can't see. 17. 17, I'm telling you, 17 is the number. All right, that's going to win 6 units. A net of 6, right? Lose that one. It pays here. Back to the first. Up, up, and go. Now look at my rail over here. Okay, we're not quite there yet, but we're already 1 unit away or 2 units away here from having my 2 stacks be the same size. Back to having 2 full stacks. All those losses we experienced earlier have been mitigated. Let's just stay hot. Stay off of this section. Nothing down here. Everybody think small numbers, guys. Think small numbers. Let's go. Yes, it's an 8. All right. Fan-freaking-tastic. It's an 8. I have to get money out of the reserves to pay myself. And again, we'll lose, but use that to help us pay the win. And there's the win. Back we go. Bing, bing, bang. Now, here's the beautiful part. Once you get your 2 stacks back to normal, you can guarantee almost, and we're 1 chip light of having earned a full 3rd stack. This is 19 units, not quite 20. So there's 5. I'll prove it to you. There's 5. There's 10. There's 5, 10, 15, 19 units. So we have taken 2 stacks and won a 3rd stack with it. Okay, these are $5 chips. That's $100, right? You can take your other 1 chip from your earlier ass kicking and have a clean $100 win. Okay, which means we've earned back half of what we lost earlier. So if I take that and go like this, I'll just do it like that so you can see it. 21 units over here. And again, that's a nice win 1 time, and there's a loss 1 time. So that's 2 series. We're 1 and 1 with our series. All right, another clean run. We'll start back over again here and just permanent press it up. There's times where I've gotten it to level 10. That level 10 win wins you your full stack back. It's pretty sweet. All right, here we go. Let's go. We'll stay. You guys want to stay first and second, or you want to go first and third? Up to you. I don't care what we do. I'll actually ask in chat. You want to go first and second or first and third? Or do you want to try something different? You want to do a whole different dozen strategy? I don't care. We can do whatever you want to. Are you guys still talking about craps? That's funny. EduFit says Fibonacci the dozens. I don't love negative stuff on roulette. I'll tell you, what's funny is you watch roulette channels, all the strategies are martingales or some kind of a ladder system. I think you can make money progressing. Here we go. Let's leave the middle out of it this time. Let's go first and third dozen for this last series. First series we did the chase. Second series was first and second. This one we'll do first and third and see what happens. 22. We're going to lose. We're just going to work the outsides this time. Work the outsides. 3 units to that now. Up a unit every time. $28. All right, that's going to be a win. Like so. Back to the first. Up a unit, pull a unit. $25. All right, 25. Again, we'll lose the first dozen. We're going to win 4 units. Up, pull, and back we go. And we got an 8, first dozen. That's right there. We're going to lose our third dozen. And there's our win. Up one, pull back, reset our bets. Again, up every time you lose, up every time you win. It's a permanent press. Every spin, up a unit. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. No thinking involved here, right? That was a quick spin. It's a 10. And again, it's going to be a little 1 unit from there. Take our loss, pay our win. 1 unit, and back. Now look at this. Look where we are, guys. We have our 2 stacks are replenished. If I take this back here, we are 3 chips light of being on our third rack, okay? Let's keep it out. Make sure I get the right bet sizes here. Should be 6, right? 6 per. Okay, let's go. I think it's 6. 6 or 7. I forget. It doesn't matter. We lost anyway. I think it was 6 though. All right. So that's a bummer. We've got one in the middle there. So we finally get our butt kicked. Let's go to 7 units each. There's 5, 6, 7. First and third. Come on. Where's the ball? There it is. Come on, dude. Something high, something low. It's a 5. Here we go. There it is. All righty. Fan-freaking-tastic. There's 1 from there. There's 1 from here. Okay. Up, pull back. We're not quite to our full tier profit yet. I got to get better with this thing here. I'm not used to dealing publicly yet. So we have a 33. Yes, sir. Bam. That's a high one. There it is. Let's check our stacks. And there we are, folks. That is 3 full stacks again. Actually, it's 1 chip light. Boom. This stack becomes profit. That's 20 units. And we suffered an ass kicking early, right? Lost our whole thing, but we won it back. Now we're back. We had to use 2 series to get ourselves even, if you look at it that way. We're back to even now. We had to work hard. We got to even. It's gonna happen. You're gonna lose your rack sometimes, but you can see how easy the permanent press is to get that back. You don't need a lot. You just need a couple of 7, 8 unit wins in a row. Boom, boom. It'll recover you quickly and get you back. And now you're in a strong spot. If we had that happen right away instead of having the loss right away, you're up $200 or whatever that is for you. You're up 20 units, or 40 units rather, right? You're up 40 units if you didn't take the first ass kicking. Again, it always comes into like win more often than you lose, which we did, but win more than you lose, which we didn't. We lost 20 and won 20, right? So that's what happens, right? We won 40, lost 40. So our win sizes outpaced our losses. Anyway, that's my favorite dozens play. I love that on the dozens. That's my favorite way. I don't do negative proggies down there. I know you can. You can definitely do a loss ladder. Wayland advocates for that. We can do that later on. We're going to have a whole bunch more roulette being played here once I get a better setup. I just wanted to put roulette out here to have some fun with you. Just do something different this week. and practice a little bit of this, what it feels like, and get your opinions on how the screens look and all that kind of stuff. But that's how I play the dozens. I play that all the time. You saw yesterday how I play the even numbers. I do the little parlay press on the even numbers, or I'll do a Paroli sometimes, either way. But that's it. That's my roulette play of the day. Tomorrow, we're gonna work quadrants tomorrow. And I know I got a single zero wheel, so it's gonna be different than normal. But we're gonna work wheel quadrants tomorrow. So it's gonna be kind of a weird one because my wheel is not standard wheel. So take from it what you will, but that's gonna be tomorrow's play. So there it is. There's some roulette fun for you. I'm gonna go back over here and get to the chats because I wanna ask you all some questions. While I'm getting reset up, the question I've got for you is this. I asked it yesterday. I don't know that I saw any responses to it. Give me your feedback right now on how that looks. Like, can you see where the bets are clear enough? Can you see the ball landing clear enough? Can you hear me talking while the wheel is spinning? Those are the things I wanna know from you. So, and I'm gonna go to PC questions here. I'm gonna filter it out. So if you have a question for me, put a PC in front of it so I can see it. Let me get back to here. Okay. What question do we have? John, you wanna really get random. Change element on my table. Switch mine over to oh God, don't do neoprene. Do not do neoprene, Arcades. Of all the things, now I love, Cashier's Cage and I have been friends for a while. There's not a casino around that uses neoprene. It's a very bouncy surface. Nobody actually uses it though. There's things under that act like neoprene. So the best surface I can recommend to you, this came to me from El Toro, is cork. You buy like 1 or 2 millimeter cork, which is super thin, super bouncy, and it goes underneath. On top of the cork, you put a little small layer of felt or vinyl, and then your layout goes on top of that. The reason why you put something on top of the cork is because cork has those little kind of notches in it, and the dice will catch. But yeah, cork, vinyl, felt, it's gonna feel like when you push on it, like neoprene, but it's more of a legitimate surface. That kind of mimics what they do when they had newspaper underneath and that kind of thing. That's the most legit surface you can get. Cork, vinyl, and your layout. That's great. My garage table, what that thing has on it is weird. I've said this before, that table up top is super weird because it's the birch board is what the surface is made out of. On top of that though, there's a thin layer. It's about a quarter, maybe like an eighth, it's about a 1/4 inch thick of plastic. It looks like a cutting board. It's like that, like super hard plastic material. And then on top of that, there's vinyl, the last felt that I had, plus this felt. So it's like wood, plastic, vinyl, felt. And so my table is super hard. Like it sounds like it's hitting like the street because of that plastic layer beneath it. It's like throwing dice on a desk or on your kitchen table. That's what it feels like to me. It's hard, but it's like bouncy hard. It's very, very tough. It's one of the more challenging tables I've ever thrown on, frankly. My table's very hard to throw on. So anyway, it's why I'm random, and I'd rather be random than good, frankly. I'd rather practice and be super random like that and let the dice screw me sometimes. It's actually a better outcome for me to see the strategies play out that way. Dan, I know you're not mad at me. I'm showing the mob in all of its forms, right? I'm trying to show everything. Regressing, there's options everywhere. So I'm trying to give it a lot of opportunity to win, lose, and fail. We can see it all. So that's the reason why I do what I do. We'll keep talking about it, Dan, all the time. PC, you have a gift of spinning the way I throw the dice, 100%. That first round was awful, man. I just like hit everything I wasn't on. But you know what? It comes back. It absolutely comes back. That strategy will always, you'll lose one, which kind of sucks, but look how easy the second 2 wins were. Those second 2 wins came, I gotta get my my lights off here. The second 2 wins were easy, right? That permanent press style of play, it's like lose, lose, lose. But then you go 7 and get a win, 8 and then get a win, and you're back. Like 2 rolls and you're back to square. So it recovers super fast. I like it. Arcades, Emacs or VI? VI, I use VI. I'm a Vim guy for sure. Yeah, I learned Vim way back in like 1993 when I first started coding. they would only let us use Vim. That was the only editor we were allowed to use, because we used SEO Unix back in the day, and when I was flying around the country doing tech support, the only thing you could be guaranteed of was that every computer you sat in front of had Vim installed. Emacs wasn't always there. Nano wasn't even a thing back then. So Vim was everywhere, and I still, to this day, when I write code, I change the key bindings in every editor that I use to be Vim key bindings. My fingers still have all the Vim stuff memorized. So I'm a Vim guy for sure. MSP, fun strat. It is a fun strat. I think it's a cool one. I like that strategy. It has worked for me pretty reliably. Again, you'll burn a series here and there, as long as your series isn't your whole bankroll, and you play that roulette. And again, roulette rack management is a whole different thing for me than craps rack management, and I think that's a good example of it. So, what am I looking for? I'm looking for Casino Supply, or who I like a lot. They've got the mahogany nice wheels. They're about $500, and the thing that I got to be careful of is table size. Like my table here is 6 foot long, 3 foot wide. So the wheel that I buy can only be about a 20-inch wheel. Otherwise, it won't fit between the rails and on camera, right? That's about the max I can do. So those wheels are spendy. The other thing I want with the wheel is I want to get a replaceable top. So I want to be able to go from 00 to 0. And I want to have my felt that I get to be either reversible or by 2. So 0, 0, 00, because I want to be able to teach racetrack betting as well as regular betting on roulette. So there's no racetrack betting in regular 00 roulette. So that's why I'm going to spend some money on it. It's going to cost me, $700, $750 or so to get it right. Talking to a guy, one of our subscribers actually, who does, I can't say who it is, but he builds tables. And he's going to help me design a way to make this table right here have actual full set of rails around it for craps. So I have actual rails for chips that's removable. So the rails will be kind of on hinges. I can take the rails off and have the table be clean and flat for roulette. So I can do both games. And actually I can take the roulette stuff off and put poker or blackjack or whatever on there and make that table kind of a multi-purpose thing. So that's the plan. That's going to cost some money and some time. For now, you get the $35 roulette thing with the plastic wheel, and it sucks. But I will fix that at some point for sure. Let's see. I swear the layout at Ellis Island is neoprene. No, that's not neoprene. That thing is worse than neoprene. That is what's called Volera foam. So neoprene's not used. Neoprene is like the wetsuit material. What's at Ellis Island is called Volera, Volara. That stuff is 10 times worse than neoprene. It's what used to be at New York too. New York's crapless table had that stuff on it too. That stuff, you can't keep the dice on the table. It's so bouncy, the dice are off every single time. Casinos were trying that for a minute, they're going away from that. It slows the game down way too much, and people hate it. Even people who don't care about DI hate that thing. It sucks. It's called Volera foam. Do not ever buy Volera foam. You can buy the 1/16 inch Volera foam, which I did. You still can't keep your dice on the table. They still bounce. It's like a springboard. Neoprene's not used. Volera is used, but it's going away. Stick to cork. And stick to, if you can do it like felt vinyl surface, keep it as natural as you can. Trying to, go extra bouncy makes it worse, actually. So yeah, that Ellis Island thing is awful. Yeah, it does sound hard. It's the plastic. It's that layer of plastic that's below or that's above the wood. It's wood, plastic. That plastic acts like I said, it's like throwing on a desk. Like with linoleum on top, that's a better example. It feels like linoleum, like you're trying to put your dice on linoleum. They just do not stop. They crack and they go poof, they explode all over the damn place. It's so hard to throw on my table. You come out to visit me sometime, you'll see what I mean. It's not hard like a normal hard surface. It's hard, but it's awful, which I like about it. So I have to throw super soft to keep my dice behaved. Oh, they have. Oh yeah, they didn't change the Volera out. That's stupid. All right, let's see. A natural. I am the walk up natural cooler for sure. I can. It's funny. I go to people's live streams like Joe from Craftsman. I log in. Hey Joe, how you doing? Good morning, everybody. Next throw 7. I did it to George twice this week or last week. I walked in to George's. He was doing his thing. I'm like, hey, haven't seen you in a while, George. Good to see you. Boom, 617. I went, oh, sorry. And the next day came back, did the same thing to him. I just literally am like, if you don't know who this is, Schleprock, remember from the Flintstones? That's me. Or not, no. Was Schleprock? Yeah, he was the Flintstones. He was the bad luck guy. Wowsy, wowsy, woo woo. That is me. All right, let's get out of here, guys. I had no final thoughts. I just like to have fun. I like doing these weeks where it's not thinking so much. Next week's going to get back. We're going to get back to some hardcore bankroll management. We'll talk about series betting in roulette. We'll talk about rail management in craps. We'll talk about managing your actual bank accounts and that kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to that because it's more nerdy, but it won't be quite as fun. So I'm going to find a way next week to make sure that I surround the nerdy math bankroll management lectures with some stupid fun. So I'm looking to make it what you call a shit sandwich, right? Fun on the outside, do some math, fun on the end, something like that. So that'll be next week. I'm working through that right now. In the meantime, y'all have a great Tuesday. God bless all of you. Hopefully I'll see you tonight on the Mutt and Jeff show. We'll see Jeff and Gargoyle and Ed go do some more DI work. And I think next week or the week after, they're finally going to start working with Chris from Dice DGen. Or not Dice, Chris from Sideshow. Oh yeah, Pie Gal. Again, Pie Gal, to me, Pie Gal and Baccarat are the same game. Like it's 50-50. The house edge is near enough. You got no decisions to make. It just, the things happen to you. Roulette's got a little bit of, juice to it because you can, do something. But yeah, Pie Gal for sure. I'm going to have them make me layouts that I can change. I'm going to get like a 4x or a 3x6 layout that's like mounted on like a piece of wood, like paneling almost, and just drop that on my table for all the different games. I can just kind of interchangeably play the games. That's my plan for my table. So, all right, y'all have a good one. We'll see you later. When can I look at the Keep the 7 Strong strategy from Skill and Luck? I don't know. Maybe that can be a thing that we do when I'm trying to have fun, like around the lectures next week. Maybe that's the thing we do, is kind of do some strategy breakdowns around the lecture time as something to kind of keep our attention. That's a good idea. All right, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good rest of your Tuesday. Again, God bless. I'll see you tomorrow or maybe tonight. Bye, y'all.